So in this class, let's write a new test case and write the test case on your own without taking the record option. Write the test case manually on your own. The first step is that you have to open a URL, right? What URL it is? It's a base URL. Okay, it's a base URL. Can you see here? When you give a slash, it takes the base URL. That's fine. You open the mortgagecalculator.org. Now I wanted to perform two things. Okay, one is I wanted to enter loan term. The other one is I want to click on calculate button. In this test case, I want to enter only loan term and click on the calculate button in this example. So if I want to enter some text on the loan term, the command is type. Okay, and there are type and wait type keys. Okay, so we just need type, and the value I want to enter is 20. Okay, and this is what we know very clearly. And what should be the target? Where should I enter this 20? Where should I type this 20? Okay, that's what about the target. You have to tell the Selenium IDE you have to enter 20 in the text field of loan term. Okay, for that you have to give one of the element information, one of its element information. So to find the element information, let's click the view page source and do Control F. And what is that? Loan term, right? Loan term. So it's a label. Label is a display name. We don't want that label. We wanted to look into the text field. And you can see this particular tag, input tag, is having multiple attributes. Hey, sorry guys for lost in my connection. Okay. So let's find out the loan term element information. So for this loan term text field, the corresponding tag is input. Okay, and it has multiple attributes. One is type, class, ID, and name. Size, value. Okay, so we know that Selenium can able to make use of ID, name, and the class as well as tag name. So let's go with ID because we are having the ID. ID is the first priority to identify the element uniquely. Okay, so if you use ID, it's sure that we can able to identify the element uniquely. Okay, we can able to identify only single element. Okay, so that's what we are looking. If you use a name, there could be chance that multiple elements can have the same name. Okay, let's go with ID loan term. Let's copy it. So try to copy and paste it to avoid the mistakes. And make sure you remove the double quotes when you are using in the Selenium IDE. And to make sure that whether it is working or not, just click on the find button. So if it is highlighting, you can see that loan term is highlighting. If it is highlighting, that's correct. Now you wanted to click on the calculate button. How do you identify it? Again, go to the view page source. So it's a whose name is calculate, right? Let's try to search like this. Yeah, you can see input, whose tag is input, and type equal to submit, value equal to calculate, class style button, name cal. Okay, so what are the ways that Selenium can able to identify the element? Okay, one is by using its name, ID, class, and tag name, right? There are multiple other ways that we are going to discuss, but right now just remember that. So I don't have ID. The next priority is to go with the name. Let's take the name, keep it into the target. So you wanted to click on it, not type, right? It's a button. You have to click on it. And there is click and wait. Why do we have click and wait? Okay, so let's go with click and wait. I will explain why do we use click and wait. And value. So for clicking an element, you don't need any value. And name equal to cal. So you are going to identify this calculate button by using its name, that is cal. Okay, and we have used the click and wait. The reason is that, so when you click the element, the page is going to refresh. When you particularly click the calculate button, the page is refreshing, right? So when a page is refreshing, or when a page is loading another page, it is recommended to use click and wait, so that it will click and it will wait for the page to load before executing the next command. So in this case, your execution will not be failed. Okay, so click and wait will do, it will click and wait for the page to load. If you simply use click, it just click it and it will execute the next command. Okay, fine. So let's name it as 2 and save it. Okay, make sure whether it is working or not. Just click on the select. Can you see it is highlighting? And just run it now. Select this one, run this one. You can see that it is going to enter 20 in the loan term. It is entered 20 and it is clicked on the calculate and the page got refreshed. Got it, right? So in our next class, we are going to see Selenium. We are going to see selectors.